Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. And we are finally here, the final of Daredevil's Born Again, Series 1, Episode 9, Straight to Hell. So, without further ado, I think I'm just going to jump into the plot. Okay, so bear with me a second. Okay, so the fucking attempt on Fisk's life hasn't gone so well. Bullseye fucked off because he's like, oh my god, how the fuck did I just set up a shot and miss when I could have just thrown a lot of stuff at him and like maybe bounced the ball off the wall and into his head, and it would have been all right. But still, moving on. So yeah, we got to a year ago where Vanessa is offering Bullseye to kill Foggy because of this case, which is going to imply her to, is going to ruin her business. And honestly, I don't think we needed that. We kind of already found that out earlier. And it doesn't really add anything new, but moving on. Well, the guy who plays Bullseye's doing very well. You know, like, this guy's been sluggish, he's on the drug. So maybe it does add a little bit of context into why he's not the best he is. I don't know if there was like little plot armor in the third series that suggested he was doing the same, because I've not seen the third series, so I can't really say. So we will move on from this now. We know that. And yeah, back to the flashback. Matt Murdock gets in the way of Fisk and gets shot. And he dies from shock and shits himself. The show is over. Goodbye. Sorry for a short stream. I'm joking. So we run by the credits. So he's in the hospital. He's a little bit fucking delirious now. He accidentally calls Heather Vanessa. Probably like most of the people in watching this probably did. Who knows? Yeah, she's not happy about it. So yeah, just reacted. You know, I just jumped. I thought the best thing was to just jump in the way and allow Fisk to live, to do even more stuff, because that's what heroes do. So yeah.
Still shaking.
So yeah, Fisk is now recovering. He's like pissed off because someone got blood all over his jacket, and he's like, "Oh, that asshole fucking saved me," and he got blood on my jacket. What an inconsiderate asshole! So yeah, this is where we found out another case with Foggy. That, you know, the actual case where Foggy was filing a motion to dismiss, but it wasn't filled. So, and it's another, it leads to another reason why Foggy was killed on that night. So later on, Fisk tells Vanessa they can move on, they can really expand, become bigger than they are, you know, and they can become big, just big criminal lords. And obviously he needs to get the fuck out of there now because he knows someone's going to go after him, and he knows Fisk is not. I like the fact that Fisk just is like, you know what? I don't care if Daredevil saved me. I'm gonna have him fucking killed, you know. So yeah, try and make it look like an accident, and yeah, now we've got his public agent as well. He wants to put the whole city on lockdown now, really gain control over it, you know. For this big hurrah that fucking, you know, yeah, the streets aren't safe when you shut down because of all the vigilantes. His public agent is telling him that it needs to be a really big reason why. But what I love about this is Fisk really knows how to work the angles. I mean, I love this really conniving Fisk, really trying to play puppeteer as well. You know, make him look like a hero in a way. You know, but it's, you know, he can have him killed, but at the same time, it makes Matt look like a hero. So, and it plays well into his campaign as well. He protected him against a vigilante. He can play that angle. So he dismisses everyone and asks Buck on Matt's condition. And once again, Fisk is willing to have Matt killed despite saving his life. Okay, being up for that. And he also sees this as a way to try and see who is loyal to him or who is secretly betraying him. And once again, he's got the paranoia in as well. He's really trying to weed out all the bad eggs. And this is where Gallo kind of comes into the play as well, because Buck tries to, and I love how it kind of goes back as well with Buck going into kill Matt. Well, I don't really remember if she gave him up by accident, because Fisk seems to, really listening on what they're saying here later on. And Gallo is trying to do the right thing here as well. He's really trying to put Fisk away for this. He wants to have him taken down finally. Yeah, Kill Me Softly was his song plays. Yeah, I think she did give him up in a way. I think she was kind of, and I think she's very conflicted about it. Because we didn't really see Fisk plant anything on it. So, jump on the comments, see if anyone's popped up. Cause it's, good afternoon, Proctophile. Yeah, I hope you're doing well too, man. So I'm just going back and forth with the share screen. I do apologise. So, back onto the screen. So mouse is fucking lagging sometimes. I do apologise. Yeah, Matt escapes because he's fucking Daredevil, so why not? And the power's all gone out as well. It causes a big fucking hoorah, and it goes back to his place. This is where fucking Punisher is there, and it's brilliant. I really love John Byrne following this role, and I'll give him credit as well, because the original writers had this idea for the Punisher in this series, and John Bernthal said, "No fucking way, I don't want it. The fans are not going to like it," and I'm really glad they let him have control. It shows just how much he knows this character inside out, how much he really loves playing this character, and not bowing down to fucking idiot writers to please the fans is so good. And I love his what's your new costume, nightgown, man, which is once again a very funny line. And they've kind of got this really good back and forth. These are two people who are completely opposite. Matt is a bit more altruistic. He doesn't want criminals killed, because he's a lawyer. He wants to see criminals serve justice. And but Frank, justice is putting them in the fucking ground, and it's a life sentence. And he does kind of rightfully give him some kind of shit as well about how the fuck can you take a bullet for that arsehole? I mean, you should be fucking killing this guy, right? Because he's going to cause more harm. More innocent people are going to die the longer he lives. But Matt senses that the task force are coming now, so they need to get ready. So, Matt's... Even Matt kind of makes fun of his getting a new haircut as well. I think Blue Collar and Toxic mentioned he was being a little bit sassy there. And, so Matt suits up, Barney Stinson style. Yeah, and all the cops are wearing these Punisher vests as well, because, they want to do some Punisher framing. I mean, it's like that they idolize him as well in a way. So, and it's a really fucking brutal fight. It's really violent. Matt's trying to be the guy who makes sure they have to pay a very, very large fucking hospital bill, while Punisher, he's just been doing the kind of thing and sparing them the hospital bills and any other bills in future. And he really goes full on beast mode. He's even the subtitles are saying grunting, panting, and squelching. I love that. Once again, it's really bloody. I mean, people were really, really worried that Disney were going to soften this up a little bit, make it PG-13, but no, they didn't. They went all out, especially with this. I mean, I pretty much winced a couple of times watching this, because it does not fuck about. Obviously one survives as well, and now he's found the guy who killed White Tiger, and Punisher is saying, you need to kill him now. And Matt's like, he ain't worth it. So Punisher just fucking kills this other guy. It's like, then they hit a grenade, and they decide to jump out the window and land on the fucking car. And yeah, how the fuck they got up without breaking any bones? Even in that armor, I mean, it's got to cause some fucking impacts. That I know it's padding and that, but yeah, you're gonna still feel that shit. And guess who else turns up? Fucking Karen. Jesus, it's yeah, I'm here. I'm here, just fan service for a little bit, and so she tends to the wounds. It turns out she's the one who called Frank, and Matt tells Karen everything about what Foggy was into and why he got killed. And Frank fucks off to finish The Accountant 2 with Ben Affleck. Yeah, I'm off to do another film with the original Daredevil. He's a much better Daredevil than you. No, he's not. Yeah, you're right, he's not. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, once again, it's. I think as cool as it was seeing these two together again, the fucking promos from the last few episodes pretty much gave this scene away. I mean, if you watch the promo episode for season 6, it was the scene where they were fighting the task force. Episode 7, still the same scene. And none of it happened, and then we get hit, and it's basically what we've seen in the promos. And I know I sound like I'm being a bit of a miserable bastard, but yeah, I will say this: it's still not a bad episode. I mean, it's still better than the last one. And it is still pretty cool. I mean, once again, I know I've said this way too many times on these streams, but these actors really do give some credibility, even despite the writing issues. They still give these characters some kind of credibility. They do not fuck about. They don't become parodies of their characters. They still know how to play them inside out. You can really see they still have a passion for who they, for how these characters work, and they do want these characters to work. Yeah, so Tony Soprano Jr. is like weeding out all the fucking the assholes that are going against Fisk's wishes. Like, you know what? If you're not gonna play with the boss, I may as well have you fucking whacked or put cement shoes on you. Because we ain't gonna tolerate all you cancel fucking bureaucrats. Because my boss has got to do things, super villain shit. So and you're preventing him from doing that. So shame on you. Go fuck off. Although, yeah, I've just found out you were getting some illegal money, money they shouldn't be getting. So I think if you don't fuck off, I'm just gonna expose you all, because I'm Tony Soprano Jr. Yeah. And you get the Bieber report, and I'm pretty sure she's obviously filming this on cameras, but with the power out, how's she doing this live? Are they just watching? Everybody just watching this on their phones with the data, something like that? Because that's the only explanation I can think of why this is being filmed live. Filmed live. I do apologize. I am mixing my words up. And yeah, one looter is like, hey, I was only borrowing without asking, and they shoot him, and he's like, hey, jeez, it's just a kid. He's like, nah, it's a vigilante. It's like, oh, that makes it better. Let's carry on being corrupt bastards. Yes. And once again, we get a nice little moment where we get to see him reconnect with Vanessa, and it's kind of out of nowhere. She decides to, think, yo, I'll help Matt now. I mean, Fisk has been going on against Vigilantes and Daredevil for a little while now, and I've only just decided to come into play. But hey, okay, it was kind of good to see you again. And yeah, I like this little moment. Avocados at law, which is like kind of a joke on I think the Latin meaning for a little pun on the Latin meaning for lawyers. And yeah, I do like these little moments as well. These two still have some good chemistry, even though it's been a while since they've been on there. I know there's a lot. I know people have a lot of problems with their character in the series, and yeah, Foggy did kind of fuck Matt off in the second series, because oh my god, you Daredevil, it's I can't be friends with you anymore. But they did still have chemistry. I think they still have more chemistry than with the new characters they have today. And I've got nothing against these new characters, but I just don't feel like we've got to know them a bit properly. We do get little bits of development, but I think it's because we had a little bit of history with these, with Foggy and Karen a little bit more. That's added more context, and the fact that they get pushed aside for these characters and they're acting like we should already know who these are is a little bit jarring. But I'm hoping series 2 gets a bit better with that, but I'm not holding out much hope. I think it's going to be. I think series 2 probably will be better than most Disney Marvel shows because this is. Actually, I'll get more into my overview later. Let's just carry on with the episodes. Nice little moment, little reconnecting. Frankie's like still pondering. Am I gonna have to jump between account and 2 and this again? I need a vacation, man. So yeah, but let me get to my notes. I do apologise here. Yeah, of course, Matt also tells Vanessa that he had a heartbeat. And Vanessa pulls out the file that Matt needs, and he finds Fisk's pot is being used by Vanessa for a smuggling, and that Foggy would have accidentally exposed that. And yeah, Punisher is like, you know what? Screw the accountant too. He can wait. Affleck is looking for another Jennifer to make his wife, so he can have a cool benefit Jennifer name. Yeah. And oh my god, what the fuck is this? What's with the circle? Hey, fuck off! I'm trying to move here. I just may have to fucking go about the knot. Oh, wait, what's going? Damn, man. So yeah, Punisher just goes out and kills this guy. It's great. And this is where he comes face to face with the task force. And once again, he just fucking unloads on him. I mean, damn, man. There's even a part where a woman tries to go from him, and he just lays her out. I mean, wow. I mean, any other fucking Disney Marvel trash would have had her knock him straight out, and she'd be the bestest ever. But no, he fucking drops her like a rag doll. It's brilliant. And I don't know, some people were kind of complaining, why would you just head in like that? I mean, I don't know. I've seen him, I think I saw him go a couple of times against a fucking army by himself and take them all out in the first Punisher TV show. Yeah, so she was recording him. So she's obviously conflicted. Yeah, she was recording him. Yeah, she betrayed Gallo and she feels shit. I was like, yeah, I'm going to take this up to the big guys. And he's like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm betraying you. I'm going to take you to the Kingpin so he can squash your head like a melon. But I don't want him to squash my head like a melon. Oh, too late. He's going to squash your head like a melon. Well, that's not the deal I wanted. That wasn't in the brochure of working with a corrupt mayor. And yeah, obviously these coppers are like, "Oh my god, you're the Punisher, man! You're so cool! Like I owe you comics, even though oh, sorry, breaking the fourth wall. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, you are the man." And yeah, this is bad when you see all these plastic sheets around and he's surrounded by people. It's gonna be fucking nasty. Yeah, but Frank's like, I admire me. Fuck you, you're a bunch of clowns. Yeah, you're nothing like me. And the thing is, some people are complaining that he's complaining about cops in general. I don't think he is. I don't think he's doing that. I think he hates corrupt cops. I think he hates corruption because they're criminals. They are. He hates criminals. These coppers are, you know, breaking the fucking law and causing more innocent people harm doing it, and he hates that. He hates people who cause harm to innocents. So obviously they aren't too happy about it, so they fucking give him a good beating, and oh man, yeah, let's go. Oh god, that is fucking that is nasty. That is so nasty. Jesus. Yeah, if you fucking scream it, fucking squeamish, look away. Look away. And Jesus Christ, why the fuck does he never wear a raincoat? Come on, you've got this really lovely white suit on, and you're getting it messed up. And even they're like, ooh, I hate to be that guy, but I thought crushing his skull might have been a bit too much, you know? I mean, it's really triggering for me. I may have to cancel you on Twitter. Yeah, so now Matt sees that he heads to the port with Vanessa, and it's looking like, yeah, I'm Daredevil. I mean, I can kick ass, but yeah, this is way too much for me. And yeah, because he's pretty much got everything. He's got fucking cops, all sorts, and to be honest, it kind of feels like this should have been the penultimate episode to a final, but sadly, this is a final that feels like a penultimate episode to the next series. But I am still liking this episode. It is better than the last. It's got a good, cool Punisher fight, even though we already saw the promo. But we still get to see a bit more Punisher doing his Punisher stuff. And once again, it feels very. It does feel like it's harking back to the original Netflix shows a little bit. It doesn't match the quality of the first series still, but this is still a pretty decent episode. And yeah, he's going to promote Heather to the Department of Mental Health. And she's like, you didn't promote me. I promoted myself. Okay. And yeah, I remember listening to Blue Collar Loser and Low Toxic saying, did she just get hot when she got evil? I was like, I don't know. I always found her pretty fucking hot. But maybe the evil has made her hotter in a way. But yeah, and it's looking like things are going really bad now because Fisk makes his little speech as well. And it's like, yes, we got through a hard time together. You know, vigilantes caused the power, and it definitely was not my fault to push an agenda. But now things are so extreme, even though it is basically my fault, but I'm not going to say that out loud. I'm not going to. The only way to sort this out is martial law. So yeah, he's putting the city on fucking lockdown now, martial law, and we get a nice little clip of Daredevil being young, saying, when he went blind, he didn't. He ended up not seeing it as a burden, and it's what inspired him. And yeah, he goes back to his confliction when he threw Poindexter off the roof, and yeah, Vanessa is being very cool and supportive here, and I think that those were the moments I actually did like with her in the first one, even though she probably did get a few people killed. I'm still pissed off at her that she killed Wesley in the first series. Come on. But yeah, it looks like he's yeah, no, there's the other characters that we didn't really get to fucking know, and seem pointless. But yeah, Fisk has got all his enemies in a cage, and he's got Punisher in there, and he's like, why don't you just kill these bastards? I don't know, just kill them. These people are going to present a fucking problem to you. And yeah, he gets to sit down with her in the room where he fucking splattered Adam's face all over the wall. Is that Adam's blood splattered on the face, or is that just a painting that looks like a blood splatter? I don't know. And yeah, I mean, it does kind of redeem Vanessa and Fisk a little bit more here as well, because I kind of liked it when there were these two psychos that were just in love with each other, and the fact that she was so turned on by what Psycho is. But yeah, it probably does make a bit of sense that she went off him when he started becoming a bit soft, and Echo made him cry like a fucking baby. So who knows? But it looks like Matt is gonna have to form an army, and that's the end. And yeah, I do not. I wish that this wasn't the final. I really wish that this was the penultimate episode, and we have a good final where he and the Punisher, maybe they gather together, Jessica Jones or Luke Cage, maybe. Well, they kind of did that already, but maybe have a chance to do it again, and this time make it better. But I don't know. It's a decent episode, and for the overall series, it's very serviceable. It's very hit and miss, but compared to the other Marvel Disney shit that's been out there, it's not as insulting to the characters as it may have started off that way a little bit, but in a way, it's okay. It's better than the other Disney Marvel trash, which isn't saying much, but fucking hell, it's better. I mean, we can't complain too much. And once again, Matt Murdock, Charlie Cox is great as Matt Murdock. He it does kind of redeem his character a lot after fucking She-Hulk made him do the Walk of Shame. It does redeem Fisk a lot more as well after Echo. And it started off, and it does get a little bit better. It did get a little bit better. I wish it could have gotten a bit better. I wish it had gotten a little bit better through the halfway through the series instead of series 6, because series 6 is probably still the best episode. I really like that. To be honest, that was when the writing, the quality of the writing felt like it was getting a bit better. But you can really tell that the changes have kind of muddled it up a tiny bit as well, because they probably did have big plans with White Target, and it didn't go through, sadly. And it didn't go. It didn't go well after the actor unfortunately died, and yeah, it's very sad as well because he seemed like a very good actor, and it does kind of wish Muse a little bit as well. Maybe I don't know. Fans are really complaining about it. People who've read who are really fucking hardcore into the comics, and I've only really read a few Daredevil comics. I can't really say for that because apparently Muse was a superhuman guy, and he was kind of just used as some way to get the plot going for Fisk, and so yeah. But it's still an okay series, and I am still glad I saw it. It wasn't a fucking chore to get through like Echo was. And when it was really good, it was actually really good. Right? But even it's kind of like with Reacher, even though the writing quality wasn't always the best, the fucking lead made it worth watching. And I'll give credit, even some of the court stuff I'm hearing was actually done well. It was actually very accurate. There was a few plot holes, like how the fuck did his port stuff get moved along, get finished within such a short while? Why is there a 13%? Why is vigilantism lower to 13%? I don't know. Did they fucking kill off like Jessica Jones or whatever? I don't know. It's never really explained. Yeah, I mean, fucking hell. Yeah, I've just said that as well. I mean, they really went all forward as well. I'm actually glad that he just knocked that fucking woman out instead of just getting laid out by it. It was, it did give me a bit of a sick laugh. Right, and I'm not an advocate for domestic violence or battering women, but I don't know. I've got a sick sense of humor. It's just the way it's kind of like when Terminator shoves that woman with the cast on her arm in Terminator. So it's just it kind of does indulge the mean fucking me. Yeah, look, on the end, it didn't go where I expected. Yeah, it kind of would have been nice that this was the penultimate episode, and like I said earlier, have this real cool battle against Fisk, because where Toxic had just mentioned that he's enlisting the Hand to help him. So I did hear that Hand is going to be on the second series, but I thought like it would be like the enemy again, and it has. And if the Hand are going to be like the main guys again, even with Fisk around, it might cause a bit of a problem, a bit of a make it a bit convoluted. So, but maybe okay, it would be a nice little change of pace. The Hand helps Daredevil. Okay, I'm all for that. All right, but might hopefully they found a way to make the Hand interesting, because the moment they became the main villains of season 2, that's when this season started to become a bit of a chore to watch. And I just want to fucking punish you back because I wouldn't be surprised if the defenders could have it. I mean, it could be a nice little way to hopefully redeem the defenders spin-off show, which I actually didn't mind, but I can see why some people didn't like it. I mean, I think Iron Fist was still fucking awful, but I still like Luke Cage. I still like Jessica Jones and Matt Merrick. And they did have there was potential for these lot to actually. They did seem to have some good chemistry. I just wish that the series or the overarching plot was a bit more done a lot more interesting. But yeah, we'll see what happens with season 2. I know I did see one, and I think it might be Bullseye as well. That's working with him, but it's too early to say. The ending was weird. It didn't resolve anything outside of getting Daredevil to safety. Beyond that, there's no climax to the season. Yeah, like I said, it just feels like it's just bookending for season 2 and making it feel like it's making season 1 feel like the first half, while season 2 will be the second half. So yeah, I think, but it could be due to the fact that the actor who played White Tiger died, and they had to really, really rush about rewriting it as well and trying to work with what they have. But then again, the original writing, some people I've been hearing that the original writing was pretty fucking dog shit, which was another reason why they changed writers after like season 3 and 4. I'm guessing both those factors are true, but I'm just speculating. It's hard to say because you can always hear one bit of information that seems to be true and another bit of information, and it's really hard to say because I'm not there. I'm not there in the studio to get the actual lowdown. So yeah, David Wilson, thanks for joining me. But we'll see what happens with season 2. And like I said, it's an okay season. It's not the best fucking television series ever. The structure is really all over the place. The writing is kind of veers from being padded out to being actually fucking good, to being mediocre, to being okay. It's a hit and miss series that happens to be better than most Disney products, most Disney Marvel stuff. I'm still a little bit cautiously pessimistic on season 2 now, but I will. If I hear good things, I will still give it a go. If I hear good things, okay. It's like I'm hearing bad things about season 2 of Last of Us, and to be honest, I don't really bothered about season 2 of The Last of Us. Blue is watching that. All the stuff that I complained about in the first series, it's looking like they've really turned it up to 11 with the second one, and I don't really want to dedicate another week after week of that show. I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about Sinners, which is another really good one. Fucking hell, I was really skeptical on that film. It seemed like it was going to be another white man bad. We're in a time, it's white man bad, black people going against white vampires, but no, it's actually much more nuanced and much more cleverer than that. It's and I gotta give credit. It does still have those little elements, but at least it's done in a way that the context makes sense. It's not doing a modern day TDS kind of thing. Okay, and it does make me kind of respect Ryan Coogler a little bit more. He probably is a bit of a leftist, who knows? But most of these fucking Hollywood directors usually are. Even the ones that are doing some good stuff are usually kind of liberal. But I will get to that later. I don't know if I might do a proper review on this, with edited if I get time, or I might just do. I can't do a first impressions because I've just watched it twice, so I might just do Bastard Talks Bollocks, and have the title of Sinners. Sinners is highly recommended, something like that. And I want to watch Warfare as well, which I've been hearing really good things about. Yeah, I think I know what you're on about. I mean, I had the same feeling with it as well. But on the second watch, it does actually make a little bit of sense. Could some of the elements kind of been taken out and just rewritten a little bit? I don't know. It probably could, but I'm still not. I'm still happy with what I saw. I still liked it, and I am actually in admiration of a film that really does allow you to be patient and actually take its time to soak up the atmosphere. You know, the world that they're building, and it's looking like Coogler maybe creating a world of his own little universe, which actually maybe one I want to delve in that isn't Wakanda. But yeah, but that's going to be my thoughts for another video. And so far, I've already given my thoughts on Daredevil, Born Again, the episode, and the series overall. I might do a review on it if I get a chance, but even if I haven't, my overall thoughts are on here anyway. And it's unedited, you know, so you get to hear me fumbling about my words a little bit more, which probably makes it a bit more entertaining, you know, because things are usually more entertaining when shit goes wrong. So thanks for joining me, Lord Toxic, Proctor Fowl, David Wilson, you beautiful bastards. You're always welcome, and let me know if you want to come on for a stream sometime. I'm always up for it. And whether you beautiful bastards are Northern, English or not, thanks for watching. And do remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and to ring that bell in order to be notified. And if you wish to further support this channel, then the links are in the description below. Will be in the description below. But right now, that's me done, and I'm off to the pub. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your Easter Monday.
Can I have spuds, please?
Spuds! Good choice. George's song. Listen very carefully. The question comes straight after.
Baked potato changed my life. Baked potato showed me the way. If you want to know what is wrong from right, you must listen to what potatoes say.
Do be good, don't be bad.
Baked potato,
Do be happy, don't be sad.
thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potatoes say.
Do be early, don't be late.
Thank you, baked potato.
Always eat what's on your plate.
Thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potato